Hey guys, it's Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards. I'm at my new house. My family and I have officially moved and things are going well. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't checked out my most recent episode of the Collecting Vintage Unopened podcast, be sure to check that out. I had a nice conversation with Calvin Arnold, who's the consignment director for Robert Edward Auctions. Tonight I'm going to be talking about a big controversy that's erupted in the last few days. And it involves baseball card exchange. And if you haven't seen the news or heard some of the recent controversy, what happened is that at the National, there was a 1986 Fleer basketball wax box that was broken. And there were a lot of different YouTube and sports card personalities that took part in the break. Pac-Man, he ripped open a pack. Card Collector 2 opened a pack. And this box, while it was wrapped by Baseball Card Exchange, the collation of the cards as they came out of the packs were way off. Okay, and 86 Fleer basketball has generally speaking, a very consistent collation. Okay, where there's a structure to how the cards are put into the packs. And essentially what happened is, in most packs, the packs, I have notes tonight because some of this is a little more complicated than I'm accustomed to for a video, but the cards came in packs in reverse alphabetical order, Z to A, okay? And there were two separate groups that were separated by 66 numbers. Okay, so to give an example, cards could come out of the pack. The numbers that you would get in a pack would be, this could be a sequence in a pack: 125, number 59, number 124, number 58, number 123, number 57, number 122. Okay, this is an example. So you see, okay, 125, the next card would be number 59. The next card in the pack would be number 124. The next card would be number 58. So you can see here, 66 apart, right? But they're in reverse alphabetical order because the cards were put, the numbering was decided based on the player's last name in the alphabet, right? So Michael Jordan, his card is, number 57. It's number 57 because his last name starts with a J, and that's where he fell alphabetically in the set. Okay, so that's how a typical pack should look. And most packs of 86 Fleer basketball have that type of sequencing, have that type of collation. Okay, or this I guess the technical term would be sequencing, right? But ultimately, there was controversy because at the National, the box that was opened, the sequencing of the cards was way off, and the cards were actually in reverse alphabetical order without having cards in the middle to break up the sequence. So what happened was, like Card Collector 2, he opened a pack, and there were 4 or 5 cards of players with the last name Johnson. Okay, so it was Magic Johnson, and then Frank Johnson, Eddie Johnson. I think there's several different Johnsons in the set, and all of these Johnsons were coming out of the same pack, and that shouldn't necessarily happen in that sequence. You shouldn't have 3 or 4 Johnson cards in a row, right, with the last name. Hopefully this isn't too complicated. I've tried to make sure I understand what's going on before I did this video because this is a much more complicated topic. But ultimately, Baseball Card Exchange has been criticized by a lot of channels. Sports Card Radio has come after them. Dan the Cardman's come after them. Other channels have had, very negative things to say. And I understand the cynicism, right? Especially with the Logan Paul debacle, in the G.I. Joe packs that were in the Pokemon, the case that was certified to be an unopened case of Pokemon. I get the skepticism. And yes, Baseball Card Exchange and Steve Hart specifically have made mistakes in the past. But Baseball Card Exchange came out with a defense today, or an explanation today. And they basically said, and I think they've hit the nail on the head here, that it's a case of where there are, I'm trying to put this in a way that'll make sense. The sequencing, the collation was still correct. The middle card in the sequence was missing. Okay, so what that means is, instead of opening packs and getting card number 125, card number 59, card number 124, card number 58, the people that were opening the packs were still getting cards in reverse alphabetical order, just without that middle card that is 66 different. 66 numbers different from the previous card. So that's how you get, okay, Magic Johnson, card number 53. Then you get another Johnson, card number 52. Then you get another Johnson, card number 51, right? The pack that Pac-Man opened, okay, literally the sequence went card number 113, card number 112, card number 111, right? Then the sheet switched and it went card 11, card 10, card 9, card 8, card 7, which is the Charles Barkley rookie, card 6, card 5, card 4, Danny Ainge, card 3. So what happened is, Fleer, it looks like, and this is what Steve Hart said at Baseball Card Exchange, and I tend to think he's correct. I have no reason to doubt him. What happened is, this is a box that was, the packs in this box were like this because Fleer just made a mistake, right? They didn't put the packs or the cards in the pack in the typical order that they did with a lot of other packs. So this is an outlier. Things can be authentic and still have collation problems. And I've talked a lot about collation on this channel, a lot about collation. And sometimes there's reasons to be skeptical when there's a collation irregularity. And so I get why some channels have been very critical, okay, and skeptical. And I understand. You know, I'm not trying to dump on anybody. That's not the point of this. But what I'm saying is I think Steve Hart, he's always been a good faith actor. He's always owned up in the past when he's made a mistake, whether it's been with a PSA pack grading, if there's been packs that have proven to be illegitimate over time. In the past, there's been issues, you know, with the Logan Paul case. He said, hey, you know, I got duped. Everyone else got duped, you know. So he's the type of guy that owns up to his mistakes. And I've been a customer of his for a long time. And the thing that bothers me is a lot of the people that have been criticizing they're either not customers of Baseball Card Exchange. They've never bought a pack from Baseball Card Exchange. They've never had an authentication order done from Baseball Card Exchange. That bothers me. Or on the flip side, such as with our favorite YouTuber, Jabs family, they're regular customers of Baseball Card Exchange, and yet they seem to be feeding a lot of animosity towards Baseball Card Exchange with the way they talk about some of the issues that Baseball Card Exchange has been dealing with, right? And it's okay to be critical, but you also need to, in some respects, especially if you're a customer of theirs, you know, you need to make sure that you're painting an accurate portrayal. And a lot of the comments I see on the Jabs family channel about Baseball Card Exchange are very negative. They're not customers of Steve Hart. They've never bought anything. And yet they know everything about authentication all of a sudden. You know, that bothers me. And I'd like to think that I acknowledge that Baseball Card Exchange and Steve Hart have made mistakes. I don't think this is a mistake. He was right to wrap this box, and he provided a very detailed explanation, not just in the statement that Baseball Card Exchange made, but also he explained to people that emailed him why the folds on the pack look good, the way the flaps look good, the inner folds of the packs all look good. These looked legitimate. And the evidence does seem to indicate these packs were not resealed. These were legitimate packs. And if they were resealed, why in the hell were there Michael Jordan rookie cards in there? Yes, they only graded a 7 or whatever. They were off. It looked like it was because of centering, not corners, right? Why would there be Michael Jordan rookie cards? Why would you leave those in there? And why on earth would there be this this pattern in these packs. Who is going to put cards, reseal packs, and put them in reverse alphabetical order? Who's going to do that? And why would that be the way that you do this? So I think it's safe to say that this was a legitimate box, but there was collation irregularities in the box, which does happen sometimes in product. We've seen all kinds of crazy stuff that's happened with unopened. There's 81 Topps racks that have part football cards in them and part baseball cards. They're mixed packs, right? We've seen all kinds of stuff. I've talked about collation irregularities in legitimate packs with 1983 Topps baseball, 1985 Topps baseball. These things happen, and it's not fair to just dump on Steve Hart and Baseball Card Exchange. That's not fair. And it's okay to be skeptical, but at the same time, I think a lot of people are just using this to make hay. They're just using this to, get views on their channel and to feed controversy, and I think it's not fair, nor is it warranted. So those are my thoughts on this, and I'm sure there are some of you that'll watch this that'll disagree. Fine. Comment. I ask you to be civil. Okay? Be civil. If you're a Jabs family supporter and you're watching this, don't. There's no need to be insulting. There's no need to be. Some of the stuff that I've dealt with in the past with some of his subscribers has been uncalled for. So please be civil. That's my only request. I will answer comments or try to respond, assuming they're respectful comments and insightful comments. Hope you're all doing well. Baseball Card Exchange will get past this. It's a shitty time for them as a company, and I feel bad for Steve, and I feel bad for the workers there. They will get through this because they have excellent customer service, and Steve Hart is as good as they come. And he has made mistakes in the past, but I sincerely do not think this is a resealed box. That is not, I think he's absolutely right. This is a box where the sequencing was off. Fleer made a mistake. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you're all doing well. I will be back with another video soon. Keep collecting vintage unopened baseball and take care of each other, everybody.